There was one other comment made about business cases. Mrs. Robinson asked that question, and I believe it's Dr. McHugh is the one who has raised this on many occasions. And when the board has before it a recommendation to make a major expenditure, it is the responsibility of the administration to give the board cost-benefit analysis. And in education, many times the costs are not hard costs, they're soft costs, or they're benefits that cannot easily be recast in dollars and cents. That's the nature of an educational enterprise. It is not the same as a corporate situation where you have a bottom line where everything is in dollars and cents. And, so I'm not exactly sure what the expectation is in terms of a business case, but certainly I believe that during the 4 years I've been here, 3.5, whenever we've asked you to spend major dollars, we've given rationale, we've given reasons, we've given benefits that you can expect. Whether that satisfies the business model, I don't know, but I would ask the board that if you're not satisfied with something we've given you, then certainly feel free to ask for more specificity. We're not going to do that on every recommendation that comes on the agenda. We don't have the capacity to do that. We don't have the people or necessarily even the expertise. But we can and we will satisfy your demand and need for information before you act on a major expenditure. We have done that in technology on many occasions. I'm not going to go back to whenever voice over IP was installed in this district. It was before my time. It was before I think everybody at this table's time. And why to expect us to go back and reconstruct and justify expenditures that were made by prior administrations and prior boards is I think, a useless exercise. We own it, and for us to throw it away and buy something new, first of all, we can't afford to do that. We have a responsibility to maintain a communication system that we have in place. You've had Mr. Schmidt here on many occasions answering your questions in elaborate detail. I think to everyone of the board members' satisfaction. He isn't here tonight. We had a $30,000 expenditure on the agenda. It's very routine. It was explained during budget. Mr. Schmidt came to his budget hearing and he explained to you in great detail why we need to continue those services that are expertise that we don't have, and we needed to maintain the voice over IP. I believe he did answer the questions that were asked by the board on related to the purchases for this summer. So that would be the time that I would expect if the board was not satisfied that you would have asked for additional detail and backup. We probably will never satisfy every member of the community who has a question, but we really want to satisfy you as board members and representatives of the community, and I want to assure you that if you have questions that you feel need to be answered anytime about any expenditure, please give us those questions and we'll do so. So thank you.
I would like to add, if you don't mind, that while we don't often do a formal published business model, there are recent occasions where we have presented a smaller version of a business model. For example, when we decided to purchase some school buses.
Sure.
And we showed you simply that it would save us the cost of the routes and smaller ideas like that without a formal published model. We also did it with our infinite campus system, where we presented over several months to the board, and while it may not have been to see dollars, it was more, as you said, an educational model. It was how it would save time for our staff members.
Well, and improve our communication with our parents and integrate our systems so that we can retrieve data easily. There were all kinds of benefits associated with that.
And oftentimes there may not be a dollar savings with that, but a good case to make the purchase of. We have done smaller version models in the past.
All right, at this